Okay. You ready?
Yep.
And action. Hello and welcome back. I'm an addict named Bailey.
And I'm an addict named Danny.
And this is a Time and Place podcast. Last time we left off, Danny had a date.
I had a date
And she loved it.
and I loved it.
Have you hung up since?
No.
No.
We talked though. The whole time. All day, every day. It's a little difficult because he's kind of far away and like our work schedules are kind of different. So I also have a child. So
Quiet on the set, please. Yes, if you hear giggling or yelling, it's the boys.
the boys are playing.
Yeah. So yeah, do you have plans to hang out again soon?
Yeah, so he's gonna come over and we're gonna go out to dinner and then
He's
watch a
coming
movie.
here?
He's coming here.
Oh my god.
I'm scared.
Wait, what? Well, whose idea was that?
Sarah's.
Our sister?
Yeah.
You have to specify. She has a sponsor named Sarah too.
It wasn't all Sarah's idea. Sarah was like, well, like, how are you truly feeling? Like, what do you feel?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I feel like you could come over. She's like,
Because inviting a man into your lair is it's like such a step forward, I feel. You know?
yeah.
It's kind of a big
is.
step forward.
Mm.
I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I'm like, this is my sanctuary, this is my home, this is like my safety, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could care less what happens after he comes here.
Wait, okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't know.
kidding.
Like, I'm just kidding. I feel like we got to know each other pretty well on our first date. Like, we got into deep talks.
Yeah.
And we communicate all day, every day. So I feel comfortable. And I think we're just going to go out to dinner right next door.
Mm.
So.
Well, you gotta trust your gut, you know? You know what's best for you.
Yeah.
But I just worry because I'm like, he's a big, scary man.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting though. How did you like gauge it to him? Like, hey, buddy, do you want to come over?
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, no, you have to. This is the best part.
Okay, I'm doing this for you guys. Because this is really uncomfortable.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. I would feel uncomfortable.
I
too.
was like,
you don't have to.
Okay, I was like, oh my god, it's so cold outside. I hate the cold. And he was like, well,
Oh boy.
if you'd be comfortable, maybe I could keep you warm.
Oh my gosh. See, the thing is I knew exactly where that was going because every man is the same. Just kidding.
And then I was like,
I'll keep you
yeah.
warm.
Well, then I called Sarah, our sister, and she's like, well, like, do you want him to keep you warm? Like, what do you want? I'm like, yeah, I do.
It's too soon.
I don't think so.
It's up to you. That's your autonomy.
Yeah, I don't think it's too soon. But I was wrestling with like
He'll wait. Guys, like that's
values.
it's not even about that. It's like more about like not about Christian values, but like my own where like it's hard to describe. But here's the thing. This is why I say this is because when I was dating this guy, he was willing to wait way longer than I made him wait. And I found that out like after. And I was like, oh man.
Okay, but I don't want to wait.
Longer. So then you're just looking for a fun time and not looking for a relationship.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, either one I'm cool with at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
If I was like really wanting to like marry him.
Right. Okay. So that
don't
makes
know.
sense too, because then like you go on a date with someone and then you're like, okay, do I see myself? I feel like I know right away whether or not I see
like,
myself
impatient
with someone.
I'm like, are we falling in love or what?
Are we moving in? Come see where you're gonna see where you're gonna live.
See where you're gonna live. If you like it, feel it out, and then we'll just go from there.
Yeah, okay.
And then, you know, if he's an asshole, then I weeded him out sooner rather than later.
So you want to find out if he's an a-hole, but after you hook up with him.
We're not gonna hook up. We're just gonna
Right.
We're just gonna watch a movie, Bailey.
Right. Got it.
Got it.
Got
you
it.
have no faith in me.
No, it's not that. It's just I know myself, and if I'm cuddling with a man, oh my gosh. As soon as a man sexualizes you, his like goes out the window. Like it goes it goes from this thinking down to this thinking, and he's like, that's all he's like, you know. But if he's talking to you, getting to know you, like I wouldn't even kiss on a first. I wouldn't even kiss on a third date probably.
We didn't kiss on our first date.
Did he try? Did we talk about this?
Not really. Well, yeah, kind of, because I was like, okay, that was great.
Oh yeah,
bye.
that's right. Yeah.
But he did like reach for his seatbelt. I was like, I gotta go. He reached for the
See, the
seatbelt.
thing too is like I would want someone to try to kiss me on the end of the date because I'm like, are you attracted to me to where
Yeah.
you want to kiss me? But I also would, if he didn't try, I might be like, oh no. But like, I don't know because you don't know what they're thinking. Like, is he trying to respect me?
They
Is
don't
he
know
trying...
what you're thinking.
Right.
But I feel like
But you know when guy likes you.
your values are very traditional.
These are
and, like,
brand new values, by the way. I was such a hussy my whole entire
they're
life.
traditional and they're yours.
Yeah, totally. And there's nothing wrong with like having fun and doing all that. But I just don't want you to get hurt because I love you. And I hurt myself by putting myself out there too fast. I hurt myself, and I don't want
I don't
you to
think
do
I'm
the
gonna
same.
get hurt.
That's
And
what
if
I thought. I was like, I can just have fun. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't have to even
I'm
get
not-
involved like
I'm not gonna get
emotionally like oh my gosh. But when I tell you, man, I just learned my own boundaries, and you have to learn your own. So you have 100% freedom and support, and I will, trust me, I will never judge you.
Well, I just have like
But I need to hear every detail.
an opportunity to learn.
Oh no.
Scary.
Just kidding.
Oh no. This is very personal.
Yeah.
It's like, are you about to
Well,
let somebody
no, 'cause you're in-
insert themselves into your vagina?
He's like, we're just gonna cuddle.
Sarah keeps saying,
Famous last words. We're just gonna cuddle.
Sarah keeps saying, I freaking love your beard.
Freaking love your
I
beard.
freaking love your beard.
Okay.
Tiger said, you just be a little more quiet.
He would.
Okay, and whomst.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about what happened to me.
Okay.
I go to my best friend's house. She lets me do my laundry there because I don't have laundry, right?
Oh.
And, it's a long story. I'm just going to say, situations happened where a guy I used to date was at her house fixing something because he does that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. He's
So-
like an electrician or a
Don't say that.
plumber or roofer. I don't know. He's an electrician?
I'm like, okay, we have to keep this as, like...
She's like,
we have to keep this as...
oh my God.
as keeping his anonymity as possible because I don't want to nothing weird happened, but I just don't want to be like, oh yeah, I hung out with this person all day. But that's what happened. Someone
You hung out all day.
literally the whole, like, he came over, fixed the thing he had to fix in 2 seconds, and then we sat and talked for a couple hours and played games, and then we all sat at the table and had dinner together.
Does he know your friend? Like, are they friends? Or was it because you were there and you guys are friends?
No,
Was
I
he just
literally-
her electrician?
I found out, yeah.
And she's just like...
I found out, well, there's the backstory of how they know each other, though.
That's what I was wondering.
Because, you don't know this?
No.
He dated her younger sister. But anyway, he's there because, like, he got close with the people who, you know, the kids and the family and stuff.
Mhm.
And, like,
And he has a handy skill.
yeah. So, you sure does? No, I'm just... I'm kidding! That was a joke. I'm sorry. So, he was there, fixed the thing. We talked literally forever. And then he said, I can't say this. He said, he didn't say anything. He just said, like, he was like, I said something about Valentine's Day, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, didn't we go out for Valentine's Day? And Beth looked at me and she was like, laugh. Like, she couldn't hold her laugh. She's like, I gotta go. So she, like, got up and, like, walked out of the room, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, did we? I really don't remember, because he's like, yeah, we went to this place. And I was like, oh. I thought we were pretending this never happened. Yeah. Like, because everything's so, he's very easy to talk to and chill and, like, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And, like, he was saying how he was talking about, like, oh, yeah, you know, I date, like, pretty girls and stuff. And his daughter was like, yeah, I don't understand why. I was like, it's because he has Riz. Like, he's just like, you know.
I don't understand.
And he was like, I can't believe she said that. I was like, I mean.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, but he's great, whatever. But that was just so crazy. And I found out he was there on my way there. I was already on my way there. And I was like, okay.
Okay, we're going into this.
Well, I thought it was just going to be, I'm going to see him in passing and then he's going to leave real quick. No, we hung out, like, the entire night. So it was fun. It was fun, though. It was a good time. It wasn't too, like, crazy. But I was just like, great. So anyway, that's that on that.
I love when you say that.
And then...
That's that on that. That's that on that.
The other thing is like, I made amends to another one of my exes. Mm-hmm. We dated, like, over 10 years ago, too.
Yeah.
That was insane. That the relationship was crazy.
Yeah.
The way we met was crazy. He was fine, but he was just clean for a long time and just relapsing when I first met him. And I was a party girl back then. I didn't know, like, anything about recovery or anything like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I did some stuff and I felt really bad. Like, it was weighing heavy on me. So I talked to my sponsor and I was like, I don't want to be, like, because we don't reach out to our exes to make amends. Like, 9 times out of 10, you won't be talking to an ex because just for your own, like, mental health.
And theirs.
But I just wanted to get this off my chest. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, I, like, destroyed his property and lied about it because I was so mad one day. He left. He literally waited till I fell asleep and left, and I woke up in a blind rage, you know, like, I was and I just destroyed, I think, like, a huge, like, flat screen TV and, like, I don't even know I can't remember what else. I swear I blocked it out.
Damn.
And then he came home. He came home and I was like, I don't know what happened. I was like, somebody came in. I was asleep. Oh my gosh. So stupid. But I was like, I need to tell him. And then what was the other thing? Oh, after we broke up, because, like, he cheated on me, I put him on blast on Facebook big time. And, like, he got it. I don't want to go into too much detail, but he had, like, a huge tattoo
of your name.
Tattoo of my name on and I posted a picture and been like, ha! Like, it was just...
everyone else who dates him after me.
I still don't know. Like, anyway.
The question we all need to know.
What?
Does he still have the tattoo?
I don't know. I don't know.
You didn't ask him?
I didn't even think to ask him. We were having such a deep conversation because, like, the first thing I said, like, he said, well, we were just catching up, and he's like, oh, how long have you been clean for?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, 4 years. Because he's like, if you're on step 9, you're pretty far along your steps. And I was like, yeah, actually, this is my second round of steps. And I was like, I didn't make amends to you the first time because I wasn't sure, like, what you were doing in your life, and I didn't want to, you know. So anyway, yeah, he's doing well.
Good.
Yeah.
I've seen him a couple times.
Yeah, that's the thing, is, like, all my sisters would see him, and I'm like, it's like this weird, awkward, huge elephant in the room.
Big part of the community now, and yeah.
So I just wanted to, like, clear the air, and now, like, if I ever saw him, or if you guys, like, it's literally so chill. Like,
oh, good.
Yeah, like, a lot of things, I feel like when I made my amends, he was very much like, oh, like, you came here to make amends with me, like, I need to make amends with you. I'm so sorry, da-da-da. You had every right to do what you did, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, like, I was like, this is not what this is about. I didn't come here to get your apology.
Yeah.
But then I got, like, I left out of there and just sobbed. And I could cry right now thinking about it.
Don't do it. Hold those tears in. Don't you dare
swallow the emotions.
Swallow the emotions.
I'm not crying on the pod.
Crying on the pod.
But it was just, like, a traumatic time. And I didn't think he was going to apologize for all that, you know? Mm-hmm. I didn't even think I needed it, but...
You did.
So, Yeah, and like there was like my ego got vindicated too because he said something like, he's like, once you left, I really just went he was like, that really destroyed me and I went off the rails when you left and stuff. And I was like, I'm like, yay. I'm just kidding. No, but I was like, I didn't even think you cared about me, so it was nice to know that
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm glad to know you're doing well. I always thought like, I wonder whatever happened to her,
Yeah.
So I'm glad to know he's doing well. Like, probably because I was fierce.
Well, I'm like, well, he has a big reminder of you.
No. See, I don't know. They're doing it again. Oh my gosh.
I got vindicated too by an ex recently, but that's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
My ego was like, yes, thank you.
I knew it.
I told you.
Oh my gosh. How funny. But it was such a good moment. And I have a lot to unpack. I should talk to my therapist about that and really just cry it out
sure.
and feel that pain. Because I really just covered it up with drugs and alcohol after it happened. And I just could not handle it. And I went into such a deep depression because it was so heartbreaking.
Wow, you were so mad. I just remember during that time of your life, I was so worried about you all the time.
Mm-hmm. As you should have been.
Yeah.
I was out doing crazy stuff.
But it's not like I was home. Like,
I almost brought tissues and I didn't.
I can get you a tissue.
That's okay.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay,
that was heavy.
If we do want to cry, today's the day our dad died.
Oh. See, that's the crazy thing. I could cry about my ex, but I don't feel anything about Dad because I know he's moved on to another place. It doesn't make sense. Like, that's not the words that I'm trying to say, but do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like when people pass, you're literally going like, oh, I get to get out of this meat suit. And it's like, you don't have to feel all the pain we feel while we're here.
Right.
And to me, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy for him that he is moving on.
It hits me different every year because sometimes like I miss him. Like I want to hear his voice and I want to like get his advice and tell him all the cool stuff I'm doing and show him my artworks and like, look what I made. Because he was like my biggest hype man. Like he was like, and then like as the years pass, it's just like more time that he's gone, that he's not here, and more that he's missed out on. Or we missed out on having him around. And like I think of my son and stuff. But this year I just haven't been able to cry. Just like I even like created space for myself to cry today. And it didn't come. And I still miss him. But yeah, it's weird. Like this year I just feel like, okay, like he must just be at peace. And like, I don't know. It's a topic that my therapist and I touched on, but we haven't really talked through yet. But yeah, I think and maybe part of it is because I know that I can compartmentalize it because I know that I have a space where I'm going to like process the grief and like really get into it.
It's crazy too because that's just not how it works. Like I don't want to be crying here on the pod, but like that's where it just came out. I should have just cried. I should just let it out.
No.
When it comes out.
No crying on the pod.
That's what I'm saying. When someone starts to cry, I encourage them to let it out.
Yeah.
Because it's so a lot of times it's so inconvenient when it comes out, but like what that's an opportunity. That's like a good opportunity to just like get that out because it's in there.
You know how many
it's
times
stuck in there. It's stuck actually for me right here.
I cried at work. So many times I brought tissues in.
Hi, baby. Look at this beautiful girl. She's like, I can tell y'all need me over here.
Okay, what's next?
Let's go. Pull this a little closer to us if you don't mind. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Oh, it's 5:55.
Can I just say something?
What?
Someday I want to be recording the pod like from a daybed.
Ooh, like a Shea Lounge or something?
Yeah, like that's going to be my normal, usual spot because it's going to be cozy.
I'm reading my topics and laughing at my own stuff. Okay, before we get into the funny thing, Usher halftime show.
Wonderful.
Phenomenal.
Great.
Life-changing.
Loved it.
Incredible.
You cried.
I cried when Ludacris came out because I love him so much.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, well, the next thing is when you fell. You fell.
That was a really obnoxious laugh.
No.
Say it again. Let's do that. Check. And
So the next thing is, remember when you were cleaning off your car and you fell? And it's on camera?
yeah.
Insert the clip. Wasn't that hilarious?
I just I wasn't even moving. I just fell out of nowhere.
There's this movie called 5-Year Engagement where a similar thing happens, and Jason Segel plays the guy, and he's screaming and he just really goes. Please, if you can find it, insert the clip too. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the next thing is, okay, I'm trying to do a judgment detox, which is a Gavi book
Yeah.
where I just try to not to judge people.
Did you start listening to it?
I did, but I fell asleep.
Okay.
It's got a long intro.
Mm.
But the only reason I judge people is because I don't feel right with myself. And so I'm trying to really have compassion for myself and for others. Just wanted to throw that out
Can
there.
I tell you,
What?
I feel so I wrote in my journal today, I feel really stuck in my life.
Do
I
you?
just feel stuck. Like I can't create anything. I can't like get stuff done that just like the regular everyday stuff that I need and want to get done. And like I just feel everything feels heavy. I feel like I need help.
Okay,
So
number one is saying I need help. That's a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah. 'Cause like single mom life, and I'm working 2 jobs, and I've been working 2 jobs for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And you have your whole recovery and all that.
And
Comes with a
recovery.
lot of stuff too.
Yeah. And it's just feeling like a lot lately. And I was really burned out last week. And I was really burned out. I burned myself out like maybe a month without any sort of like intentional taking care of myself or like reaching out to people.
Which is wild. Because
Yeah.
I'll go 2 weeks without it and I'm like, I'm going to lose my mind.
But it's just like sometimes I feel like so good and I'm doing all the things and then I fall off and then I forget how to do
It's
it.
weird how we forget.
Forget how to do
We
it and how
completely
good it
forget.
made me feel.
It's so easy to surrender and to be grateful, but it's like so easy to forget to do that. Because first of all, we've been doing this other pattern of thought your whole entire life. So the gratitude and the surrender is a new thing that we're just having to make a habit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but I just feel stuck and I wrote in my journal, like, I just want something to just pull me out of this, like something to happen. Like I'm almost craving chaos. Are you referencing our initial conversation? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can talk about this at the meeting tonight and I'll probably feel better too.
The fact that you're saying it right now is a huge thing because number one, it takes a second to realize that it's happening for me anyway. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, oh wait, I'm like depressed or whatever it is.
Yeah, because when you're like, I'm trying not to judge people, I'm just like, whatever. Trying to be positive. And then I'm like, wait, that's not like a good reaction to that. I want to support you and be grounded and help you and be there with you.
Yeah. It's a practice. Like imagine like spending 30 years of your life, 30 plus years of your life being one way. And then now we're trying to be another way, you know.
Just give myself some grace.
Some grace for slipping back and
Yeah.
forgetting. It's easy to forget. But then it's like your comeback time will get quicker every time you keep practicing it.
Right. And if anybody just wants to send me like $1 million, that would also pull me out of my funk.
If anyone wants to enable Danny,
I will accept. Gladly.
you will be amazing and awesome. And I know you know how to do it and you will do it. We'll pray. We'll pray about it.
Next topic.
Okay. Well, I'll be praying for you anyway. Okay, so in passing, I mentioned Pinky Doll, and Danny was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Wait, I have to tell you about it on the pod."
I said, what's that?
Yeah, you did.
It's a person?
I was like, "Oh, like, blah blah blah, like Pinky Doll," and you were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't even know the lore." So there's this girl who goes on TikTok, and it's just kind of old news, but I love that Danny didn't know, and I just wanted to tell her and see how she feel, like what your thoughts are.
Okay.
She go on TikTok and like, do you know what NPC?
A non-playable character
Yes.
in video games.
Yes. So it's like NPC TikTok. So you know how like on TikTok you can give someone a gift? It's like money. So you send them like a little space thing or like a little heart, or you send them a cowboy hat or like ice cream or...
Is that NFTs?
No, it has nothing to do with...
Okay.
I actually don't know, but
Okay.
it's money. You're sending them money.
By sending them a little...
By sending them these little digital things. Some
Okay.
of them are with $1. Some are... I actually don't know. I've never done it before, but I know they have different values.
Okay.
Well, this girl goes on TikTok and she literally is like... And then you send her a thing and like say it's a cowboy hat, she'll be like, "Ride 'em, cowboy." And then like her thing she's famous for. Her thing she's famous for will be like, she'll be like, ice cream's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, she's looking. So like it's the weirdest thing ever, but she makes so much money, like a ridiculous amount of money doing this.
Okay, I could see why.
Why?
Because people are like, "Oh, I want you to react to my thing.
Is it? Like,
Here's my dollar."
Yeah, like, I don't remember her other reactions, but like, just imagine.
I wish you knew more because those were fantastic.
Oh, would you do it?
The internet is weird. No.
The internet is weird, right?
Well-
you wouldn't do it for $10,000 a week.
Yes, I would.
Just
Ride 'em, cowboy. Okay, let's do one, and I'll tell you what I'm sending you.
okay. Let me just like.
Okay, I got one.
Wait,
Ready?
I'm gonna have. You want me to make up the reaction?
Yeah.
I'm looking up her things.
No, just make.
Do you
your
even
own
know
up.
what the things are?
No, but I'm just gonna pretend I'm sending you something, and then you
Okay.
make a funny little phrase.
I can't find
You ready?
anything.
Do the little thing.
Dance monkey.
Ready? A bouncy ball.
Ooh, bouncy ball.
Ready? For the next one? A star.
Ooh, star. So not creative with those.
Oh my god. The next one I was gonna do is a pair of glasses.
Oh, I can't see without my glasses.
Okay.
That's Velma.
So who is that?
Velma from
Velma.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah. No, but what's that thing called? And who is she?
It's just NPC TikTok. The
No.
girl who made it
Pinky
famous.
Doll.
That's the girl who made it famous. But now a bunch of people are doing it, and you can like go find it. It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
You should do it. You do it so good.
Ice cream, so good.
Ooh, a bouncy ball.
I'm never gonna live that down in my entire life. You have to do it now.
No.
Yes.
I will. I refuse.
Okay, I'll be like, I'm gonna send you a book.
Oh my god.
First of all, do the thing.
I'm not doing.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No. No.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
You knew more about it than I did.
You know enough. Okay. And then I have a silly topic that my friend and I talked about. Jara, by the way. She said I could say her name.
Jara.
The girl I
Shout out
talked-
to Jara.
Shout out to Jara and shout out to her daughter, Layla.
Layla.
Because I know you guys watch the pod.
Slayla.
Slayla. Her handle on YouTube is You Are Beautiful. So if you see her commenting, that's Layla. But Jara, my friend at work who I talk about all the time, we are work besties and I adore her. Jara, I love you if you're watching this.
So do
But
I.
we were talking about naming animals generic human names and how funny it is. Like, oh,
She's mad.
she's right on cue. Oh, where are you going?
She sees something.
Okay.
Just
So like you used to have a fish named Kevin.
Yes.
We were just laughing at.
Oh, used to have a fish. Poor Kevin.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It was a while
I
ago.
bring that up
But
on
Kevin-
this, the day of our dad's passing. Poor Kevin and Dotsie.
Dotsie would have loved Kevin's name.
Yeah, he would.
Kevin brought me Luna though because I wouldn't have got a pet because
Oh.
we had the fish, and I just liked having a breathing organism in my house. Fish. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay, anyway. So then our cousin had a dog named Todd.
Oh, me and Todd bumped heads once.
It's so funny.
Every year, Jill would always be like, "Remember when you and Todd bumped heads?"
So we were like, this is my dog named Doug.
Andrew.
Andrew. Andrew is Andy. Or like a cat named Jessica. Just imagine when his name was Jessica.
That's actually really funny.
Jessica.
Jessica, come here.
Jessica.
Come here, Luna. Oh, look how pretty you are.
Oh, thank you. Okay, anyway, that was that topic. We just thought, especially Jessica, to me was so funny. So we talked about this at Galentine's. By the way, Galentine's.
So fun.
So fun.
Bailey did such a good job
Oh,
with the decorations and the prizes and the food. It was so good.
It
So
was
fun.
such a good time. It was so like a labor of love setting up for it, and
Yeah.
we were laughing so hard and so
And we played games.
boisterously.
And it was very aesthetically pleasing.
I felt like a little kid again. It was needed too. I just love spending time with those women.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Full disclosure, though, like only a couple people showed up. I expected more. Danny showed up. Danny was there.
I was there.
She's wonderful for that.
She kept not counting me in the count of people that showed up. I'm like,
The thing too is two of the people who showed up drove like over an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
And that was so sweet.
I know,
In a
it's-
snowstorm.
Right.
Which I think the
It was
snowstorm.
so good to see them.
Hey Jessica.
She's like stalking
for my own
here.
for my own like insecurity purposes, I blame the snowstorm for people not showing up. But I don't want to take it personally. Like, I don't know. I just, when you throw a party and no one shows up, I just felt like my old little middle school self, like with no friends, if I'm being so honest. But I really know, like, I can't take it personally. It has nothing to do with me. My communication about it, I think, wasn't very good. Because I talked to somebody today and she's like, oh my gosh, I forgot all about it. But I thought if I mentioned it, like, closer to it, people might have remembered. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I was just so happy that it turned out the way it did because we had such a good time. Aw, she's so sweet.
And
For us, it's the same.
you're like... Oh my god.
You did it! You did it! She went like this. You're just like, it has to be like...
What the frick?
What the freaking heck is going on? What the flip?
Anywho.
Okay, so... Here. Can we do that? Okay, so that was Galentine's, but we talked about our red and green flags that we would want in a partner and that we have for ourselves.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to
what
touch
red
on
and
that.
green flags?
So
Okay.
what are like here? We're gonna do it differently though. If someone was trying to date me and wanted to know about me, what would you tell them is my red flag? Start with that.
She just loves too hard. And she's too generous. Like, it's gonna be so annoying how
What?
generous and loving she is. Red flag.
That was a funny joke, Danny. Give me some skin. That was great.
So you just want me to criticize you on the
Yes.
pod?
Yes. It's like constructive,
Okay.
I can take it.
I would tell them that you might need a little more encouragement because you don't always believe in yourself.
Just kidding. Yes, that's a fact. I always need to be reassured. Like I want to say
reassurance.
that in the past tense. I always needed to be reassured in the past.
Yes.
But now I'm starting to get some self-confidence. We have to speak things into existence. Even if it feels weird at first, we speak ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
Because my subconscious doesn't know if I'm cringing about it or not, or if I'm joking or not. That's why making self-deprecating jokes is, like, not helpful.
Right, but no bueno.
We used to do that all the time. We don't anymore.
We don't anymore.
We definitely don't do that anymore. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So then what would you tell him, like, a green flag of me it would be?
That you keep life fun and you just have really good energy and people love being around you and you just, like, raise the energy of a room.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. I would
She's
marry
like a
me.
ray of sunshine.
I would marry me if I heard someone say that about me.
Yeah. Anyone would be so lucky.
Aw. I love you. Okay.
Okay, what's mine? What's my red flag?
I'm like, okay, I'm going to criticize you now.
Yeah.
You know, I never even thought about it.
I'm like, come on.
Wait, I can't even think of a single
It's hard,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Because I'm so
You are. See, you are.
No, I'm not. I just talk.
Oh, you know, you gotta watch out for that, Danny, because she is too perfect.
I know mine.
No, it's easier for us to come up with one about ourselves.
Yeah, you gotta do this for me.
Yeah. I'd be like, you know, sometimes Danny gets down on herself.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Literally.
That's
I'd be
what I was
like,
gonna
Danny gets, she feels stuck sometimes because she just gets down on herself.
I'm really hard
And
on
you just
myself.
gotta encourage her. It's literally the same one.
Really hard on myself.
I cheated.
It's true though.
But it's
almost
true, yeah.
like we grew up in the same environment.
It's almost like we have the same issues.
Okay, what's my green flag?
Your green flag. Danny is the most caring, loyal, loving person that you're ever going to meet. She's protective over the people she loves, and she takes really good care of people, and she just loves so much, for real.
I'm gonna cry.
Let it out.
I'm not really gonna cry.
I'm like, there.
Thank you. That was really nice.
I love you so much.
I must really love people because that's what everybody at the retreat said about me.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
Aw.
They're like, you just have such big love. Like, it's good love.
That's a thing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. That is a thing too. Like, it's your capacity to be able to love someone else is huge. And your ability to receive love, I feel like, is just getting better and better every day.
We're working on it.
You know, you just received that with grace, and you just, you know.
Yeah.
You didn't be like, no, that's not true. You know?
She's crazy.
Another green flag is that Danny's so funny. You're fun to be around, and you're so funny too.
Yeah, we're fun and funny.
Okay. Next on the list that we planned out for sure and didn't just talk about.
Serenity session.
Serenity session.
Today, we're going to start talking about the 12 steps.
Yes. The solution to our disease.
So the steps are exactly the same for...
Not exactly. The difference between the steps in our fellowship and any other fellowship is that we say we before each step. So we
instead
admitted
of
we were powerless. Or no, like the other steps say we admitted we were powerless, da-da-da. But then the other ones will be like came to believe instead of we came to believe.
Oh, okay. But there's the same...
They're fundamentally the same, except for one word is switched out.
Okay, so we just have to say, as a disclaimer...
One word's missing, one switched out.
That we're going to talk about the steps that we work, and we are not a representation of any fellowship.
Right. This is just... We don't represent the whole fellowship. This is only our personal experience with the 12 steps.
That we're working.
Yes.
Okay.
So step one. Do you want to say it together? We admitted we were powerless over our addiction and that our lives had become unmanageable. A lot of people say that the first step is half the battle. And
that tracks.
yeah, because denial is a real thing. It's not just in the river in Egypt, okay, people? I'm sorry.
Yeah, when I'm looking back, like, I was in denial because I was holding on really tightly to everything that I had developed for myself that I thought was keeping me safe. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know that until I learned what safety is. Like, somebody taught me what safety feels like in my body, and I had never felt that before. And I did not know that I could intentionally feel that. And when I learned that, I was like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm afraid to let go of everything that I've, like, developed, like, all of these coping mechanisms, like, with drinking and using drugs and, like just numbing myself out.
And to this day, I do shopping, overeating, things like that.
Yeah, I still have things that I'm, like, clinging on to. It's hard to surrender.
But admitting we are powerless, it sounds kind of, for me, like it's my ego didn't like that. I was like, powerless? Me? An all-powerful being? Like, I just really was like, that doesn't sound right. But then the second I actually did it and was like, I am powerless over this addiction and I cannot manage my own life. I can't hold down a job. I literally did never have a driver's license or my own place or anything like that. Well, I had my own place, but it would never last very long. Can't hold down a relationship. I couldn't do anything. And so, like, knowing that I couldn't manage my life was easy for me, but the fact that I was powerless over my addiction was hard. And I would test the boundaries. I'd be like, well, Danny's drinking, and it's fine for me to go hang out with her still. And, like, I only did it once, but that was enough for me to be like, oh, I cannot do this. I was like, this is tempting. I was like, those IPAs are looking good.
Aw, I feel bad.
No, it's nothing to do with you. That's the thing, too, is other people, it's not for them to take care of our boundaries as far as, like, our triggers and stuff like that go. It's up to us. And it's not bad on anyone else. Like, just because I stop hanging out with someone doesn't make that a bad person. Or whatever they're doing, it's just not right for me. But I can't handle being around it, so I have to make sure I'm being around people who are in recovery.
Yeah, and actually, you not being able to be around me was really eye-opening for me, because I was like,
and I never was like, I can't be around you. Like, it was just it was implied because I just wouldn't be around.
Yeah, and I was like, where's Bailey? Bailey's never here. Like, where's Bailey? And I'm like, then I don't know. You just couldn't be around, but I, like, inside I knew why, and I was like, you can't be around me? Like, usually it was the other way around.
Well, yeah, because I was the one who was way further into addiction, like, from the outside, like, that you could see that my life was way more unmanageable.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in than Danny's ever was. I always look up to you for being responsible and for being whatever. And then the roles kind of changed because, like,
they change a lot. They didn't kind of change. They change a lot.
Which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wild.
And I'm like, I'm supposed to be the older sister. Like, why are you doing better than me?
The fact that competition led you to the rooms is amazing.
No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't
a little. No, not
part
even,
of it.
Nope.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
No, I'd rather not.
It was eye-opening. Eye-opening. But, it was... What led me to the rooms was, like, an accident. Because, like, I didn't want to babysit.
An accident.
Is it odd?
Or is it God? It's whatever you choose to believe that it is. I choose to believe that there are no coincidences.
Fate. It was fate.
And that my higher power has been looking out for me my entire life before I even knew it. And I'm so grateful to be a part of.
Well, we kind of got off step one.
Yeah. It's just admitting powerlessness.
What I wanted to say
and
was...
we have to do that every day.
My experience with that was, like, it wasn't hard for me to... Like, once I decided I wanted to work... Because I didn't say I want to start going to meetings. My thing was I want to work the 12 steps.
Which is, like, huge because... Going into it being like, I want to work the 12 steps is a huge thing. A lot of people come into the rooms and they go to meetings all the time, but they never work the steps. But the steps are what
Are the
changes your life.
Solution, yeah.
They are literally, it says it in all the daily readings. It'll be like the steps are the solution. And with the fact that you were like, I want to do the steps is such a huge, like, almost like a jump start for you, or like a head start, or like, because a lot of times people come in, I'm like, they're like, and I did this. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do the steps? I think I could just do this on my own. And then we quickly realize that we cannot do it on our own, you know?
Well, I was lucky because I saw you. I saw you work the steps, and then I saw your whole life, like, change for the better in every single way possible. Like, emotionally you were better, physically you were better, financially you were better, ethically you were better. Like, everything was just better. You had better relationships. You had, like, and you were happy. And I was like, shit. I want to work those 12 steps.
Right?
So I was very lucky, and I say that all the time because I had, like, a guide. Like, I saw you just by your own lived experience. Like, you never were like, come work the 12 steps.
Right.
You never ever tried to get me in there. And actually, you were really surprised that I wanted to. You're like, you?
I know. It's like, I never thought you would have to ever do this, you know?
Yeah.
And like that you wanted to.
But I was dying on the inside.
I know. You never know. It's great. Check on your happy friends, people. But it was so.
Like, I'm fine.
Oh my gosh, it's such a shock to me and so exciting. But I was trying not to show how excited I was because I didn't want to, you know,
Put pressure on me.
Yeah, I didn't want you to feel like you had to go or that you had to do anything. And I was like, oh, okay, that might be nice for you.
Yeah. You
like,
played
that
it
might
cool.
change your whole entire life and make your life better and like whatever, but whatever.
And it has.
Do it if you want. I don't know.
Yeah. I know. I love like.
I have found that if you like push it on people, they will run away.
Yeah, for sure.
So we just try to live. That's why it's attraction rather than promotion. We don't promote it. We just live by example, and people see that and they're like, "What is she doing different? Like she looks. I want what she has." And then what did you do to get it? And they're like, "Oh yeah, I did the steps." Anyway.
That's
all. Yeah, I got a sponsor and did the steps and didn't make my 90 meetings in 90 days.
And I do service work and live by spiritual principles.
As to the best of my ability.
I can.
Yeah. Yep. So we're still learning every day. And we were like, oh, I'm not qualified to do this podcast. Anyway, that's how I felt. Because, like, I have so many flaws still in character defects and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm like, there's never going to be a time where I'm perfect and now it's time to do it. Like, I feel like we started it and we can just grow.
I feel highly qualified to do a podcast.
But I mean a recovery-based podcast.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. I was just like, I know how to record. I know how to edit. I know how to post things. We can start learning YouTube. Like, we're going to do that.
And it's so fun.
It is so fun.
I just love it. I just love having this podcast with you. It's so fun.
I know. It's a good time.
It's one of my favorite things in my life.
Watching it back, I'm like, oh, I remember when I was doing those things that I'm talking about in that episode. Like, oh, it's like cool. It's like a nice little life tracker.
Yeah, that too. It's like a little diary.
Yeah. So anywho, we have to go to our home group.
Thank you guys for watching our video journal.
Yes.
Literally.
So that was the Serenity session. I'm trying to workshop moon phase things.
Yes. We hear your comments and we love you.
We hear your comments and we love you. No, but seriously, we really, really love the comments.
Yeah.
And we really, really, really love you.
So we were saying how the moon phase thing is great, but we don't know when this is going to get posted because life happens and these videos have to be edited and it takes a couple days and that kind of stuff. So if we could have maybe once we get a posting schedule, like once you know we have the ability to do that, then we'll be like, okay, this is what the moon's going to look like when this comes out. So let's talk about that and what to do and things like that.
Yes. So that's in the works. And any other updates on the pod? I think we're good right now.
Do you want to say hi? Be a special guest.
This is River.
Hi, some platform.
It's YouTube.
Say hey, podience.
Hi, audience.
Very good. You're a natural.
This is Danny's son's friend, River. You have such a cool name.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're wrapping up.
Tiger, come say hi. We talk about you a lot. Let him see what you look like. Okay.
Whoa. You're like, wow. He made it into that.
Oh my god.
You get to see his hand.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you leave comments down below. We love you so much. And have a wonderful day.